Hey everyone, this is my assignment for Introduction to Digital Fundamentals. This is challenge number 2, and in this tutorial we're going to make a cover for a music album. And I'm just going to make something kind of creative for a game that I play called Warhammer 40,000. It's a little tabletop Warhammer game that I've been playing for years. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a new document, and I'm just going to take the default Photoshop size. Right. And then I'm going to go to Image, and I'm going to check or select Canvas Size, and I want a canvas size of 2100 by 2100. And so we're going to leave the anchor point in the center so that it kind of spreads out those extra pixels all over the place. Right. Then I'm going to go to the zoom, and I'm going to say fit to screen, and I'm going to go ahead and save. It's a good idea to save as often as possible. Okay. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to just basically drag and drop an image onto the canvas here. And so I want to kind of drag and drop this background. And then when you drag and drop, it shows up as a smart object, which allows you to kind of select it and keep the aspect ratio. All right. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to go to View, and I want to make sure that Snap is checked. And so with Snap being checked, I can drag and drop this, and it'll snap to either the center points or along the edges. So I want to make sure that this is centered both vertically and horizontally. And then I want to resize it to go to the edges, or at least top and bottom. Okay. And then press enter to kind of set it in place. Let's go ahead and save again. So the next thing we want to do is we want to bring in another image, but I'm going to take this image and I'm going to drop it in as a new document. And then we'll use the Move tool, and I'm going to select just the banner and move it over and drop it on place. So over in the layers view, you can kind of see that the Necron wallpaper has a little icon in the bottom, and that's showing that it's a smart object. Layer 1 basically is a rasterized layer, and so if I crop it or do anything, I'll lose resolution from it. I do want to go ahead and size it to fit. Save. Alright, next thing I want to do is I want to bring in the Games Workshop logo. So I'm just going to drag and drop this one too. And we'll resize it. And that snap to snaps it to the left side, which is where I want it. It's very handy to have that snap in place. Alright, and then I want to add some text. So we're going to make sure that this is the color we want. Get rid of the default text. So Indomitus basically is the 9th edition of the game. So we want to make a soundtrack for it. Add some more text. So we'll call this Music of the Galaxy. And I want to change this font size down to about 18 points. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I actually want to link up the text here that I just created. And so to do that, we go over to the layers. Right now I have Music of the Galaxy highlighted. I'm going to press down Control and left click Dominus. And then this little chain link icon will then link the two layers together. So now if I move it, it'll move together. The next thing I want to do is I want to take the logo, which is also a smart object. I want to go ahead and rasterize that layer so that I can then merge down with the Games Workshop layer. And so now if I move those move together. So in this tutorial we covered canvas size, drag and drop of an image. We used the view and made sure that snap was selected. We just rasterized a layer and then merged it down. We linked two layers together so that they move together. We used the move tool to move images across other documents. And the next thing I want to do is I want to go back to image and go to image size, and I'm going to go ahead and decrease the resolution or size to say 1800 pixels by 1800 pixels. And so that's the size of the image I want. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to save as a JPEG. Everything up here looks like what I want, and so that's my tutorial. I'll exit out of this, and so I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or comments, list them below. Alright, thank you.